Hi guys, excuse everything that's going on here. I didn't really know what to upload today and I need to get all of this footage off my phone, so allow me to explain what this video is going to be. I had the honor of going to New York City to go to Holiday at Play, which is the Toy Insider's like holiday toy event, so I got to do my first PR event. It was amazing. I was so grateful to be able to go. It was definitely different from what I expected, and I hope I have more opportunities like that in the future. So I happen to live in New York, so I drove the 7 hours, or Brett and I drove the 7 hours that it takes to get to New York City from where we live, and we took Manhattan. We only had one day in New York City, and it was the day of the event, so we basically had about 6 to 8 hours-ish to explore, so we just stayed in Manhattan and did Manhattan. So I'm going to show you the different places that we went. My main objectives were to hit a couple of like dream spots. So ever since I was a kid, I really wanted to go to the American Girl doll store, and ever since me and Brett like first started talking, not even dating, we wanted to go to the Nintendo store and all this kind of stuff. So we got to hit a lot of those places, which was really cool. And yeah, I had a lot of money to spend. Like, I had saved up for this trip, but I didn't end up really buying anything, so a lot of these clips are just me walking around, so that's why I didn't end up uploading this video until now. Oh, and Book Off. Me and Brett have been, like, really excited about going to Book Off, and it was cool. But I don't know, I just didn't really find anything that felt special enough to buy it and carry it around all day, so. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the vlog. Bye! Guys, so I decided that I'm gonna vlog this, but I'm heading to New York City. It is a secret and a surprise just because I don't like to be like, hey, I'm not home, come get me, you know? So you're not gonna be seeing these videos until I get home, but I'm going to be vlogging the experience. So I'm bringing my Winx backpack to the event, as well as the Winx pants that I made the other day, and my really cute bell sleeve shirt. That's what I'm gonna wear to the actual event. I have to bring my platforms for that. For the rest of New York trip, because we're gonna be there for 2 other days, I just have some dresses and my normal boots that I wear every day. And then basically all I'm packing my iron in case the Winx pants have an issue, and then my dolls that I brought, let me show you. I'm just hoping I can get, maybe for a few hours, get some pictures of my dolls in. So I brought the 4 Bling Bling My Scene Girls, and they just had to come because it's New York City and they're named after New York City. And then I have Silver Believe It's Bloom, obviously she had to come, and then I brought Daphne and Daria as well. So this bag is, oh, and I brought Luna Matthews, because I wanted to bring some Boo York dolls, but I mostly only have like the gala ones, so I'm hoping I can get the rest of the main Boo York line. I have the operetta, and I was contemplating bringing her, but without the other girls, she felt kind of out of place. But thank you so much for sending operetta. You know who you are if you're watching this. But this is all we're bringing for me and Brett. We managed to just use 1 suitcase because it's 3 days. But yeah, good stuff. Of course, Brooke has to have doll bag and doll accessory. This is like stands, brushes. I brought my journal and pens in case while I'm at the event I need to do stuff. I brought makeup because I don't want to be ugly in pictures. Good stuff. Alright, I will see you when we're on the road, I guess. Oh, by the way, there's a Walmart on the way, like halfway to New York City, that has Emmy in stock, so I'm gonna be stopping there. Alright. We are in the middle of nowhere. I've never driven in this part of New York before. Hello, Brett.
Hi.
We are currently 5 hours away from the city. We bought a toll tag, and it's changing our lives. It's so much easier, but I forgot to update y'all. I need to start looking up where that Walmart is that has Emmy in stock. We're in Hinsdale. Shout out to anyone who lives in Hinsdale. Walmart's on like a mountain, but apparently Emmy's here. So. Oh my god! I live in a small town and very far away. We just happen to be passing through, and they don't stop these here. Oh, can I get 2 of them?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, we're on our way. Please excuse the windshield. We've hit many bugs. Look at this mountain.
Look at that one. That one.
Dang.
Pelletizer.
I want to go up there. The folds in the rock are crazy. Look. It's Boo York. The Winx pants that I made. It's the morning, by the way, to the event. But some of them are peeling up, and I'm gonna be walking around all day before the event in these, so I'm gonna be ironing again. Just because a few of them are kind of peeling. Most of them are on pretty good. It's mostly this one and some of the stars. Like, if you could tell in my Instagram post, this was falling off during it, so I put the sticky tack there. But yeah, I'm gonna iron this, and then this is what I'm wearing, and it's gonna be so cute. Not gonna wear the platforms around the city though, so hopefully the hotel room was sketchy going into it, but look how, like, that's outside. We can hear everything. And look at the carpet. It's okay though, it was a really good deal, so yeah. New York City, everyone. Okay, our first stop is like near the Empire State Building. Where are we going?
Closer to like Times Square.
Times Square.
Gonna be a separate vlog from your toy event.
Yeah, there's gonna be a vlog of just, I was in New York, look, and then there's gonna be one of you. I need the mega also.
Pardon me.
Dang it.
You don't have what you're looking for?
Mega is gone. She could be
Why don't
upstairs.
we look around and see what's...
Yeah, there's more upstairs. Ooh, a pencil lantern. Cool.
It's painted on the wall.
I want one of those. Do you think they'll give me one? I had to mute this part so the Disney overlords don't take my YouTube channel away, but sorry that I'm kind of bad at vlogging. Like, I'm going through all this footage, and while I was filming it, I thought I was, like, really thorough, but I wasn't at all, so yeah. You know, this is the Disney store in Times Square. Honestly, I looked forward to going here all my life, and it's really just a slightly bigger regular Disney store. It has some cool stuff, like that Mickey statue is pretty cool, but, like, where is all the cool stuff? Because I've seen vlogs from other years, and there's, like, interesting things, you know? Where did they go? And then there wasn't a lot of, like, exclusive merchandise for some reason. I don't know. Look how cute Brett is. He likes Mickey, so we were trying to get a picture of him with the Mickey statue. Hold on. I'm gonna crop this. This is a mess. We're still just walking around. The upstairs had interesting stuff. I honestly, my, like, dream, what I envisioned was that there would just be a really cool limited edition doll that I needed here, which that actually did get fulfilled later. It wasn't one that I needed, but you'll see. Those castles from the castle collection last year, which sold out, I think, are just here. There's a bunch of them. I was really surprised by that. I just sounded Canadian inexplicably there. I don't know about that. And there's Anna and Elsa. I think those are, like, weren't they in, like, a window? When Frozen 2 came out, there was some kind of cool window display in New York. Did they just move them into the Disney store? I mean, I like approve of that. I don't know. And then there's like a giant animator Snow White. I don't know if Brett ends up catching it on camera, but that was really weird. I was like, haha, I'll take that one. I like the Frozen 2 statues. They were neat, but like I have been to Disney World before one time. So, but it is cool that they're just here, you know? It's just, I don't know, because, like, this castle thing, it was bigger, but it's in, like, every Disney store. I think that's the running theme of my New York City trip is, like, oh, this is, like, what I went to at home. Except, like, slightly cooler, I guess. But, like, New York City is kind of far, and people go there to go to all these interesting destinations to shop. So I was kind of surprised. I don't know if this is because, like, the world situation right now or something. Let me know. I don't know. I was very surprised. I was just like, oh, I could buy every single thing in the store online, and then the few things that I actually wanted that I could still buy online, but, you know, like, the things that I would have picked up weren't here. I wanted the Mega doll. I wanted the hair play on an Elsa. I think I just waited too long because those came out forever ago. And there's the little magic mirror. I swear I do a pose in it. I'm filming this voiceover a week after the trip, so I don't know. Yeah, I do it. See? I do, like, a cool JoJo pose. And Brett misses it, of course. All right, so that's the Disney store. this clip, we are walking to Book Off. I should make that clear. Store is probably not relevant to you guys. There are dolls in here though, but this is Book Off. It's basically a Japanese consignment store, I guess. It's actually in Japan. Like, it's a physical retail location in Japan. There's 2 of them in America. One's in, like, LA or San Francisco or something, and one's in New York City, so we were really excited to go here. Brett has that Ia figure, that's why I was focusing on her, and the price was really high. Brett got her for a pretty good price a couple years ago. And this store was amazing. It had, like, tons of books and DVDs and CDs and figures and all kinds of stuff. It was so cool. And it's not even all just Japanese stuff. That's obviously the priority, is to have a lot of Japanese stuff because it's a Japanese franchise, but it has lots of other stuff too. That was Hamtaro 3 Ham Heartbreak, which is my favorite, so I was excited to see it and recognize it too. Brett got that for me for my birthday though, so I didn't need to buy it. And then they got like lots of Famicom games and other vintage games. Very cool to see all of these in person like this, and there's so many. They had such a good selection, and a lot of the prices were reasonably fair, especially for imported Japanese stuff. If you happen to be a collector, I thought it was pretty fair. Pokemon Stadium 2. Of course, all the usual suspects for GameCube and N64 were super expensive, but it is what it is. Like Super Mario 64, which is one of Brett's favorite games. And then you got like modern stuff as well. Tons of Xbox and PlayStation. It's so funny to me that Nintendo sections are always way smaller because they sell better, I guess. And then I cut a little bit because Brett was sitting staring at the games for a long time. And unfortunately, the store is located in America, which means that the collectors have decided that pop vinyls are the only collectible item that is respectable, which is so strange to me. But so yeah, there's a substantial pop vinyl collection. And then this is the Wall of Thieves. Just give them a shout out on my channel. Jerks. And then the CDs, this was really cool as well. There were a bunch of Japanese CDs on the bottom level as well, which we will look at later. Tons of figures and bags. There's a Japanese store in Houston that has a lot of Japanese thrift store type stuff, and they have a ton of swing figures and keychains and stuff like that. So I was hoping to see something like that at Book Off, but they had basically none. This isn't where the anime stuff is though. It's like downstairs kind of. Well, where the anime... Yeah, the anime figures and stuff were up here. They just really didn't have any. I was surprised. They have, like, prize figures and some scale figures and fancy stuff, but they didn't have just little collectible knickknacks, like gashapon type stuff. I was surprised because I expected to see that kind of stuff. I don't know. But it was still really, really cool. Unfortunate amount of pop vinyls. More right there. But this store was so fun. It was such a treat. And in a second, do you see what I see? Because I didn't see it originally. There's the secret door Barbie. I thought that was kind of funny because I just got her. And do you see what I see? Top left corner? And I wanted to get that Barbie so bad, but we would have had to carry her around for like 8 hours and her box would have gotten destroyed, and I already have one out of box, so I would have unboxed her, or I would have kept her in box, so it just wouldn't have really worked, but still cool. And this was really a paradise for, which is, okay, so the usual situation is that male the male demographic type toys always have a dominance at stores like this, and this is no exception, unfortunately. You never see like vintage My Little Ponies. It's a Monster Arts Godzilla, and that NECA Mothra figure, I feel like 60 is actually a good deal for her. I got her for retail, but I feel like she's gone up in value a lot. Figmas and Nendoroids, of course. Lots of other stuff, too. They had a bunch of the 20th anniversary Pokemon for decent prices. I was actually missing one of these, but again, it would have gotten destroyed in our bag carrying it around, so wouldn't have worked out, but it's totally fine. And then a ton of amiibos. Oh, we're not there yet, sorry. Anguirus, I have that one, that's what I'm pointing out. Lots of cool kaiju figures, and Reshiram, of course, is a kaiju, so I enjoy that. I think that's why I'm standing here. I'm pointing it out to Brett. Lots of cool figures. Look at that. And then, of course, a huge amiibo section. I was surprised because the prices were reasonable on most of them. Like, Olimar was super cheap. And then, look what I had missed earlier. There is a $150 limited edition Show Yourself Elsa just sitting at the store. So if you happen to live in New York City, you should probably go get her because, you know, that's a good deal. And then Brett is going to the anime basement where he belongs. Here is the anime dungeon. It basically just has a bunch of manga and other Japanese media type stuff, so CDs, anime, stuff like I can't 100% remember if the anime was down here, actually. The magazine section was actually pretty sweet, and they had a lot of art books, too. I really wanted to get some of the Dengeki G's magazines, because I actually collect those, but they were all just, like, earlier Muse ones, so I was like, not really worth picking them up here and having to carry them around and probably ruining them, but this was pretty neat. I was really impressed by this.
There.
You excited?
Yeah.
Look at the piranha plant upstairs and the Splatoon guns.
Yeah, he's like.
So don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful that I got to go to Nintendo New York, and we did pay a lot of money to get here, but still it was a really big privilege and honor to be able to go to New York City and see all these really neat locations. But I have to say that Nintendo New York was extremely disappointing. They had very little like interesting merch that you can't just buy at Target. Brett disagreed with me, but most of those plushies have been at Target at some point or are like on Amazon, like, or GameStop especially. They had a lot of Lego Mario stuff. Brett loves Lego Mario, but he already has them all, of course. There's all kinds of like interesting display pieces, but they're all behind tape or like unusable. There was this Nintendo point station, so I need to crop right here real quick because Brett wanted to log in, but he couldn't remember his login. The display potential of this area was really cool with all of the games, and they did have some like merch that would be harder to find, like some of the Mario playsets, but overall this is all stuff that I could just go to Target and buy, so I was really surprised by that. A few of these display statues throughout, which are pretty cool. I wonder where all the others went though, because this used to be a Pokemon Center and it used to have a ton of really cool stuff in it, so I wonder where all that went. It was so disappointing to see all the spots that I've seen in like old footage of this when it was a Pokemon Center and just see how like barren and sad it looks. I don't understand why all these companies, McDonald's, Taco Bell, stuff like that, they've all converted to this like modern aesthetic where everything's empty and sterile. It's so boring, and especially for a company like Nintendo, which is such a fun, exciting, colorful world, to convert it into this like generic coffee shop with very little actually in it. It was really sad. It was very disappointing. I really liked the Wind Waker prologue shirt, really cute. And the Zelda merch was the most fleshed out, I feel like, other than Pokemon, obviously. So this used to be a Pokemon Center, and Pokemon has the best merch in terms of Nintendo stuff anyway, but it was pretty sad too. Splatoon had a weirdly large section. Fire Emblem had quite a bit. And there was, we'll see it later, but the Fire Emblem thing I'm like actually angry about. Lots of Splatoon. I feel like Splatoon's kind of not as popular anymore, but there was a lot of Splatoon stuff. Pokemon had the gallery figures, a bunch of Pokemon Center plushies that were seemingly picked at random. There was some cool merch in terms of like sweaters and stuff, and then I want that Wailord plushie so bad. I would have bought it, but we would have had to carry that thing around all day, and the substitute was really cool too. I really wish I could have seen this when it was the Pokemon Center in person, because I feel like I would have like dropped dead. I really love Pokemon, by the way. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on the channel. I've at least mentioned it before, but you know, yeah, lots of cool stuff. Dedenne, for some reason, I don't know why they're pushing him lately. Me and Brett are discussing something. Oh, that backpack is from a set that we really wanted to buy posters from before. The Gigantamax Eevee, Gigantamax Eevee was actually really cute. Brett liked the scrunchie around the ear. He thought that was a really good idea. And then like more shirts and apparel. The bags from Sword and Shield were cute too. Those are the Sword and Shield ones, right? Am I stupid? I don't know. Anyway, I don't really pay that much attention to the bags they carry. And then there's some newer Pokemon from the Isle of Armor and stuff, like the Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, Surfetch'd, you know, that guy that was in that movie we watched. And then is that Cinderace? Probably. I forgot his name, to be honest with you. The Pokemon Center section was the most interesting, but the Pokemon selection was very boring. I don't want plushies of starters. But again, I would have bought that Wailord. I want to make that clear. It's just like the usual suspects, some starters, and especially because this year is the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, 35th anniversary of Pokemon. No, it is the 25th. Sorry, the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. I would hope that they would have done something interesting, and they were just like, meh, whatever. There's nothing going on at Nintendo for it. They haven't really done anything for the anniversary in general, except I guess release some Oreos. So that's cool. Sorry, this is just me airing my grievances about Nintendo merchandise, so enjoy. Anyway, I think when we go to Japan, it'll be a lot different because we'll be seeing a lot more interesting merch that we haven't seen before. Even if it's common in Japan, we won't have seen it before, so it'll be exciting to see it. And then the biggest disappointment of all... No, not yet? All right, I'll show you it later. I'm very sad about it. They did have a cute little museum, or this is like the Animal Crossing pop-up section because Animal Crossing is exploding right now. There's that famous Game Boy. I don't know why it's at this store specifically, but it's pretty cool. And then there's all the archive of the archive of all of Nintendo's systems. Not all of them, but a good amount. Cute, fun. But again, like, why is it just a display case? Like, I am in New York City. This is one of the only Nintendo stores in the world, like, or at least outside of Japan. Like, give me something. I don't know. Because I know this store could be interesting, and they have no business not being interesting, because it used to be when it was the Pokemon Center. Okay, this is the museum section. This was the part that I actually enjoyed a lot. I thought this was really interesting. They have this big section that's a lot like, was it Brawl, where your trophy case looks like this? Sorry, I'm not 100% sure. But, look how cute all the amiibos are on display, and this really puts into perspective how pathetic our amiibo collection is. Like, I thought it was pretty fleshed out, but this, dwarfs it. And then the Nintendo guy is complimenting my shirt. That's why we're kind of standing here awkwardly. He was really fun. The employees are like really helpful, and as somebody who can't handle myself in that kind of situation, it was really stressful to have them come up and be like, hey, do you need any help finding anything? Like, what's your favorite game? Like, stuff like that. Oh, I was so uncomfortable, but that's not their fault. It's my fault for being weird. Does anyone else like that? Like, I used to have this big problem where if I entered a store and the employees talked to me, I would just turn around and leave. Like, I couldn't handle it. I'm doing better now, though. A lot better. At least you get to see all the cool amiibos while we stand here. And look how I tied my belt. I'm really proud of it. Like, I had to Google a tutorial for that. And they have all the Animal Crossing cards. It's very cute. I wonder if these were, like, sent by the manufacturer, or if they had to, like, store use unbox each one as they were coming out. And also, did they have a smaller display case before, or has this just been extremely empty for a long time? I would love to know. If you've been to Nintendo New York City, let me know. Okay, I need to crop this. Here is the rest of the museum. I'm glad they archived all this stuff. Well, I don't know about the Master Sword, but all this stuff was from E3 2018, possibly? I think it says it on the placard, so we'll see it. But the brooch was missing from the Peach one. I don't know what that was about, but these were for when Smash Ultimate was revealed, I believe. Yeah. So they showed these at E3, and I butchered getting any footage of it, but they were actually really cool pieces, and they were neat to see. I wonder if this was all the pieces they showed at the show. There must have been more, right? I don't remember. Like, that was so long ago. That's me. We were making fun of how large and, like, weirdly sized some of the stuff was. Like, Fox has a really small head, but an absolutely enormous blaster. And then the Splatoon Squid Kids are clearly, like, monstrously huge, if this is their gun. And this would be where they put the Pikmin plushies, if they had any.
Why is that building so tall?
Yeah? Where you going? You look cute!
To film this look, it's the Ruby Red Fashion Friends. Oh my gosh, you always tell me about them, and I saw them in person. This is FAO Schwartz. I actually filmed the entrance of this one, so there was a nice transition, but still I thought I'd let you know. And this was serendipity. I wanted to take pictures of all the Mycene girls in front of, like, where they're named after, and obviously Barbie is just Barbie. So when we entered here and I found the giant Barbie sign, I was like, yes! The Barbies here I expected to be over retail, but they were actually at the retail cost. I really wanted to get that specific Barbie Looks doll that I'm holding, but I didn't want Brett to have to carry around all day. I kind of regret it though, because they were $20, and look how they're fully in stock here. And then they had the BMR dolls too. I actually didn't even look at them. I probably should have, because I might have actually wanted one, but it's okay. But yeah, they had a lot of Barbies. It's just Barbie has taken such a huge L recently that this section was really lame, because it's just like, oh, there's the fashionistas. Great. You know, there was this cute collab doll. I don't know what her deal was, but she was very pretty. And I guess Brett liked that makeup case. And I really wanted this weird pickle alligator guy. I thought he was incredible, but I think he was kind of expensive or something. I don't remember why I didn't get him. I don't know. I was really frugal. I don't know why. I was like, I'm going shopping. I brought, I had a bunch of money. I was like, we're going shopping today. And then I did not buy anything. It was very weird. I don't know. So that's FAO Schwartz. There's like caboodles, some stuff. Fun. I don't really have anything else to show you here. Oh, there's a cute shirt.
Oh, we could use the American Girl Cafe. I think you probably have to have a reservation.
You have to purchase a doll?
No, you have to have a reservation. New York City, they're not gonna let you. There it is! How do you come out?
Gotta risk it all. The other one's exit, so.
I haven't been to one of these
She wants
since
to do that, too.
Luciana in Dallas. Wow.
Is this way better than the other one?
Oh, I had to mute this, sorry, but this is surreal for me because, okay, so I know American Girl dolls, like, aren't my favorite doll or anything, and they're not the focus of my channel or anything, but they really do mean a lot to me. They're extremely sentimental to me, even if they're not. They go against everything about dolls that I, like, love, but for some reason I just really love them, and they're really nostalgic to me. I used to love watching American Girl doll videos on YouTube, and seeing people tour the Rockefeller... Oh, she's asking me if I'm here reminiscing, and I was like, oh, I'm a doll collector, and she was like, oh, okay, and then she just turns around and... Oh, it was so embarrassing. I was like, oh, like, you don't get those around here? That's why Brett's, like, hiding. And then I wanted to take a picture in the chair. Anyway, I used to always watch vlogs of other people here, so it was really weird to be here. I should have probably, like, thought to film a better vlog so I could fully upload it, but it was just so awkward in here. There was absolutely no one in here. It was like I was urban exploring the American Girl doll store. I'm pretty sure the store is gonna, like, close down soon, so I'm glad I got to see it. And there's lots of cool stuff in here. And seeing all the dolls and stuff wasn't really that... I don't know, it used to have so much magic to me because, I don't know, I hadn't been to them before, and it's really neat to see a store where there's, like, playable displays and stuff, or, like, the dolls out of the packaging existing. Oh, this is embarrassing, so I'm just gonna let you watch it. To my credit, I'm used to an actual basketball, and that was like a air-filled thing. Anyway, well, a basketball is air-filled too. It was like a squishy, like, dodgeball type of ball. It was not a basketball. I guess so you can't, like, bash another kid on the skull with it or something. I don't know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, anyway, I've worked at the American Girl doll store before. I worked at the pop-up one in Austin. So I'm just kind of used to this at this point, but it was still really incredible to see all these displays because none of the other American Girl doll stores have anything like this. They don't have, like, life-size displays for you to play around in. They'll at most have, like, a Christmas tree or like a sign for you to take a picture in front of. Brett's got to tie his shoe. But this was all so cute to have stuff in each of the girls' worlds, although there were clear biases. Like, obviously Courtney's the newest historical, so she's gonna have the most stuff. But, like, Julie had a huge section. She had, like, a San Francisco bridge thing, and she's from San Francisco, right? Am I crazy? I think she's from San Francisco. I'm sorry if she's not. It is very late when I'm filming this. But there's, like, so much stuff for some of the characters, and then all Nenea had was, like, put your face in the mirror and see what you'd look like as a girl in Pearl Harbor on the day like, I don't know what that was about. You can play some games. Very fun. Brett was really surprised by the working American Girl one. I guess he didn't know about that, but this was cute and fun. I'm gonna crop this though because he was trying to figure out how to play and I think it was broken. This was actually one of the stores in New York City that I was prepared to spend a lot of money in. I really wanted those new holiday dolls that had come out, and I actually went to the store like 3 days before the World by Us, is that what it's called? That new doll release. I'm actually really interested in getting those, but unfortunately they didn't have the Christmas dolls, even though they really should have. There was no reason for them not to. They were already out on the website, so that was kind of annoying. But it was really cool to see all these dolls in person like this, and I really wanted to pick up like a Truly Me or something, but none of them just spoke to me in a way that I was like, yes, you're coming home with me right now. I don't know why Brett's zooming. Oh, he's making fun of the outfit for some reason. I don't remember why. I think he was calling it like a Descendants outfit or something. I'm saying how I've never seen that one before. I'm just not super, like, caught up on American Girl lately. I don't know. That lady, like, when she said, like, oh, you're just here reminiscing, that's really what it ended up feeling like, even though I was fully intending to purchase them as a collector. I don't know. This section was really cool. That was the doll hospital, but it was, look, it's like actual little things, so you can do like an eye exam and give them a checkup. That was really cute. And of course you can actually submit your doll to the doll hospital. I don't know if that actually takes place here or what. And then there's like all the historical girlies. I think those were from the re-release. I did not pay attention, sorry. Bunch of stuff from that like newer line where they all have the dyed hair and stuff. So cute. So fun. I'm pointing at her hair. She was very interesting. I was just surprised at how many dolls I haven't really seen yet, because I do still follow American Girl doll people, and I still do follow American Girl releases. Bitty Baby, don't care. There were Willy Wishers. I wanted to get them some outfits, but I didn't really see any that were too interesting to me. I walked around after this clip, by the way. There's a really cool gigantic American Girl sign there.
And I'm walking down. I'm like, I am not waiting for this to get down there. I need to see what is down there. So going down. I'm excited about something. Oh, there's the... Oh, this is back where we came from, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember, though. Sorry. This is the historical re-release there. I love that display. It's so cool. And then this was what I really desperately wanted to see. This is the Girl of the Year display. I actually have most of these, so that's what I'm pointing out to Brett. I'm like, okay, these are the ones I don't have, but do you recognize the others? They don't have Sonali and Gwen on display, which is very strange to me, but this was so cool. I really can't wait until I finish my collection. I'm not doing so hot now, though, because I've skipped the last couple of releases, but we still need to see them. And then cool Julie set. A lot of this stuff has been in the store for so long, though. Like, not in this store specifically, I'm not trying to say that, but like, oh, the pinball machine's cool. A lot of this stuff was like in stock when I worked at the American Girl store, and that was in 2017. Yeah, there's like You Can Be Melody, then that's all she gets, but then Julie gets like half the store. And then even Mary Ellen didn't really have a lot of stuff, which is surprising. Courtney had a lot of really interesting stuff, and there's the Nenea thing, which is just like a mirror. I don't know. Rebecca, I was really surprised, had that really cute vanity with vintage makeup in it. That was super cool. Rebecca normally doesn't get any love, so I thought that was really nice, because I actually really love Rebecca, and her story was amazing. And then there's Nenea. I really like the displays with like the wooden cutouts of their names and all the beautiful paint and stuff. They're so cool. The displays at the New York City store were like truly special. I want Nenea so bad. I've been putting her off for so long. Well, I had every intention to get her multiple times, but it is a long story. I guess this is the checkout lines, and we couldn't go to the cafe, unfortunately. It seems like it was just straight up closed. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe it's just because it was like a Wednesday morning when we went. And look, there's actually people in the store. There were like 2 different people in the store. I don't know why I'm like spitting at Brett. This is what I was talking about with the Julie bias. Look at this. That is also San Francisco, so I was right earlier. And there's a big Joss section. It's not her year, but she gets it. I really love Joss. And then Kira, it is actually her year. She had a huge section, and she had that big section at the front of the store, which was kind of lame. I was hoping that would just be like a cool American Girl sign. That's Brett. I don't honestly know what he's doing. I think he's figuring out where we're going next. Kira didn't have any like big displays of her own except that.
I'm going to get Madison's picture.
Brett really wanted to go to the Sour Patch Kids store, despite that he does not like Sour Patch Kids, but it was really funny. And then Swedish Fish, we love Swedish Fish. And then there's this record store. It was like really cute, like traditional New York style business. And Brett loves records, so yeah. And then there's Chelsea at the Pier. There's my Rainbow High Dolls at the Pier.
20 minutes away. Well, we're here, but we have to wait 20 minutes. I forgot to vlog. It's been a long time since I last did, but we're going to the event. Woo! We were bus home. I was so nervous the whole time because I've never like done that before, and I don't know like the etiquette. You literally just walk up to them and say like, hi, tell me about your thing. But it was weird. There weren't a lot of dolls, so I just talked to all the dolls. I hit every spot, and we're good to go. Rode in a go-kart. Everybody complimented my Rainbow High doll. But yeah, it was fun. I'm glad we got to come to New York City. It's really neat. And it was a really big honor to go to the event at all. So, yeah, good stuff. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Also, Brett got a goodie bag. We both got goodie bags. What? You gotta be an influencer now. You're a toy insider. Look at that. All right, we gotta catch a bus.
I'd like to take a moment to show you our accommodations. This was like $90 a night, and the floor was damp and weird and stained. There's like a hole under the door, so there's a lot of bugs in the room, and there's some real questionable stains. I'm doing this for like the claim if they try to charge us on the deposit. There's some Swedish Fish we bought. And in the bed, I'm like, look, there's no stains. This is Daiso. I didn't really film here, but this is in New Jersey on the way home, and this was where I spent the most money. I spent $90 at Daiso. How did I do that? Oh my god. And then this was interesting. There were a bunch of Lika-chan dolls here. This was right next to that Daiso. Was it called Little Tokyo? I think it was. Everything here was like ludicrously overpriced, but I understand why, because it's like imported and it's in an expensive location and stuff. It was neat to see these Leika-chan dolls here, especially because my hashtag Leika dolls were like actually in the mail, like coming when I was filming this. Sorry, the vlog ends really abruptly, so I'm putting this random footage of me in the lab explaining something that you guys aren't going to be able to hear because this is a voiceover. But that was New York City. I ended the vlog abruptly because I guess I never filmed when we got home to show you guys what we bought and stuff, but we really didn't buy like anything except at Daiso. And then of course you got to see a couple weeks ago the vlog from the event. Overall, I'm really happy that I went to New York City. It was neat. I definitely like to go back and stay much longer, and I won't be staying in a hotel like that again. Oh my gosh, if y'all can hear the Animal Crossing music, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's it. I would say if you are ever going to go somewhere like that, don't let an entire lifetime of expectations kind of sour your mood, because pretty early on in the day I was like, because I think the Disney store was the first place we went, I was like, wow, this is not at all what I expected it to be like. That's really depressing, you know? So don't do that. Just go in and be like, this is going to be fun. So I did definitely have fun. I'm sorry if any of the clips came off kind of like, oh, this is lame. This isn't what I expected, you know? But yeah, I had fun. I'm glad I went. I'd like to go back someday. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing me jumping around New York City. And Brett is blowing his nose. Okay, for all this time, bye.